Most of my life, I thought skateboarding is one of the dumbest things ever. When I was about 6 years old in the late 80s, my mother would go on one or two rants about how skateboarding was really dangerous. A friend of my brother's or his friend got hurt real bad. So it was planted in my brain pretty early that skateboarding was a dangerous thing that I shouldn't be involved with. Um, and I wonder if I ever would have liked it. Like, I'm inclined to say, like, no, because I'm kind of a wuss and don't like to get hurt. But, I wonder if skateboarding and getting a little bit hurt here and there would have built up my pain tolerance. Um, and it could have built up my confidence. And who knows what these things might have led to. I could have made interesting friends. Because pretty recently I've decided that skateboarding is actually really cool. And it's a warrior sport. Yes, you can get hurt easily. You will get hurt skateboarding. But I think maybe that's half the point. Because as warriors, we have to haze each other to a degree because we have to see who's on what level, who's on our level. Who are we going to permit in our circle? Who's tough enough? And how do you see who's tough enough? You have to test them. So I think that the getting hurt part of skateboarding is half of the point. You want to show that you can get hurt and you're okay with that. You want to show you have a pain tolerance. And people will respect you for that. And you'll make cool friends. And these friends will be able to trust you. They'll know that you're not going to be a narc because, oh, did you see that bad fall he took like a champ? So, yeah. I've completely, I've done a 180 on my opinion on skateboarding. It took me decades to do it, but I think it's the coolest thing ever now. And I wanted to get into it, but I think I need to start with like inline skating. By the way, I've always been really bad at any kind of skating as a kid, really bad. Which is weird because I've always thought skating was cool. I just sucked at it. Well, since I always did think skating was cool, and I did do some of that, I'm inclined to think that I might have picked up skateboarding if it was like allowed in my family. But all my mother had to do was give one or two little speeches about its dangers. And that was enough to turn us off of it. I never really thought about ever doing it again. Until now, until this year. Somehow I got into watching like the Bam Margera CKY clips and Viva La Bam and stuff. And it seems like really cool. Like, it would have been nice if I could have developed that kind of a social circle at a young age. And skateboarding culture is a very fraternal thing. It's a brotherhood. And us young men, well, I'm old, but us men, we need brotherhood. We need fraternity. We need fellowship. We need people like ourselves going through things like the things we're going through. And it's not just the social aspect that's cool about skateboarding, it's the actual skateboarding itself that's actually really cool. And people like Bam Margera, or anybody else who got to skate as a kid, thank God that you had a chill mom who let you do that kind of thing. Who let you build up this friend circle and build your confidence and have this brotherhood. And thank God you also had a chill dad. Your dad Phil he's not just a baker. From my vantage point, he seems like a really cool dude. A really great dad who lets you partake in these things as a kid